While we appreciate the love, we love the action. Sometimes there's a little fluff, but incredible plays grab our attention. Of course, and we've showered, gotten dressed up, so we're ready to bring the spirit. Mascots, amazing fans, and bands, along with all the pageantry just for you. It's time to kick off as Sideline starts right now.
The most games, the best highlights, from your home field to our live studio. This is Sideline. Now, here's your WBRC Fox 6 sports team.
Hello, is this thing on? We are here. The Paul W. Bryant cheerleaders, our cheerleaders of the week, under the direction of Kanisha Cook, head varsity coach, Charmaine Allen, assistant varsity coach. We're getting ready to have a good time. I hope you are.
Well, Jay, you know it's all about getting right for the playoffs, and our game of the week is a good battle. Jacksonville looking to keep winning. Oxford trying to snap a two-game skid, but Damius Wilson snaps off. He zigzags his way to the house for a touchdown. Later is Jim Ogle dialing up Kidrick Fisher in the end zone to make a one-possession game. Plenty more from our Sideline game of the week in Oxford coming up a little later in the show.
Welcome into the one and only Sideline. We are live after a crazy World Series game. Sheldon, I don't know about you, Magic City Classic weekend, World Series, and high school football the last week.
I feel like this is a 5 overtime game for us.
I
We're
know.
both tired, but we've got to bring the action and keep the hype going.
Yes, we do. And speaking of that, don't forget our scores are down at the bottom that you'll be able to see. And we kick it off with Sheldon. Take it away, buddy.
That's right. We start things off in Jasper as the Homewood Patriots are in town. Great seats for John Nicholson and Jared Morrison to watch two playoff-bound teams. Vikings hosting Homewood. Great start for the Patriots. Watch the ball fake. Oops, what am I doing right here? Woods faked me out. Ray hooks up with Charles Reeve, 7-0 Homewood. Next time I was spot on, and so was Ray to Reeve. One more time right here, and just like that, it's 14-zip Homewood. Loudest roar came, though, when it was announced that the Jasper band was crowned 5A state champs from this past weekend. Third time for them in 5 years.
Wow.
Congrats for them.
Congrats.
As for the game, it is just plain old all Patriots in this one. Ray, one more time to Jackson Paris. Homewood handles Jasper 38-20. Patriots.
How about some fancy dance moves for this little guy as Childersburg hosts Winterboro? And of course, first play of the game. Take a look at Childersburg running back Philip Tilley. Philip Tilley will not be denied. Sideline standout, 55-yard touchdown. 7-zip Childersburg goes up, and the band does the Macarena. Tigers quarterback Chris Swain, he has fancy arm work as well. Take a look at this stiff arm right here. Oh, get out of the ring! They say he's down at the 1-yard line, Sheldon, but I think he got in. What about you?
I think he did.
But anyway, the next play, number 53, LaQuavia Stone, the big guy goes in. Touchdown for Childersburg, 14-zip. Winterboro does drive the ball down the field. Take a look at Jamario Clegg. Finds Brandon Hunter. Great catch in the end zone. Sideline standout in the back. It's PAT no good, 14-6. Then Chris Swain goes to work again. 5-yard touchdown. Childersburg too much. They win at 38-21 over Winterboro.
You're watching Plays That Matter, brought to you by Medical Properties Trust.
I think it came from how I've been raised. I was raised in a Christian household, so we always value giving back to others.
Markel Scott wears many uniforms at Huckman High School. On Fridays, the senior suits up in pads. Other times, you'll see him dressed as Santa. Markel also loves running track for the Vikings, but you'll see him also picking up trash with the group Black Warrior River Keepers. Markel says he just wants other high school students to know they can make a difference, and he is a play that matters.
And now, here's your Coach of the Week, sponsored by CMC Steel.
Our Coach of the Week is Hoover head coach Wade Waldrop. The Bucks beat Thompson Warriors last week 9-0 to win the 7A Region 3 and get home field advantage for the playoffs. And for that, our good man Wade Waldrop is our Coach of the Week.
All right, we want to thank you for staying up late and watching Sideline, final week of the regular season. And let me just tell you right now, we already know the pairings for next week's first round playoffs.
Yeah.
They're going to be posted right after the show on the WBRC News app and at WBRC.com. So look for that if you want to know. But in the meantime, let's just keep it rolling because the good times are here.
Yeah.
And we're going to Dora. Yes, indeed, the Bulldogs taking on St. Clair County. And the Bulldogs with their running quarterback, Keyshawn Pryor. Look, he will want to right there, 18 yards. Keyshawn will finish off the drive with a short touchdown run, 14-6 Dora at that point. Now, St. Clair County, in search of its first win of the season, get something going here. Nigel Dowdell to Devin Tilley, strong running after the catch. But you know what? The Dirty Dog D answering the bell. Corian Pryor, watch this play. It's a tackle for loss. He covers some ground right there. And Dora improves to 7-3 with a 34-14 win.
We'll hear from Dora in a second, but how about the whole Ironmen at Tuscaloosa Academy? Senior night at Tuscaloosa Academy. More than a dozen seniors on the team recognized an emotional moment for some as tonight was their last regular home game of the year, but season's far from over. Tuscaloosa Academy Hope is winless Holt High. They wasted no time getting 7 points on the board midway through the first quarter on a long run. The extra point was good. Tuscaloosa Academy entered the game with an impressive 7-2 record. They improved once again. And of course, they will get that first week of the playoffs as they host Locust Fork. 41-6 Tuscaloosa Academy over Holt.
And look at the Wildcats coming out hot. Just ask their cheer team. They were tough, but it would be Meek scoring first. Blake Miller holds on to the sloppy handoff, gets into the end zone. And while the students did support Tristan's turtleneck, they do support the touchdown for the Tigers. Ori Firth makes sure that they remain satisfied. He gets a handoff, refuses to go down. Tigers go up 16-0 early in the first quarter. They mean business. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this next one. Head coach Ryan Hall's point of view. Kason Dickerson follows his blockers. Now there's nothing but green ahead of him. A sideline stand out for that one. Touchdown Wildcats still wasn't enough as Meek goes 10-0, 46-22 over Oakman.
How about the Piedmont and Sylacauga senior night for Sylacauga Majorettes? Take a look at them. Sylacauga youth football team running out with the team, and take a look at Jackson Hayes, the stud. Tried to stiff arm right there, but he's taken down by Elijah Williams. Aggies fans happy with that. Moment for the mullet. That's Coach Steve Smith. That's one of my homeboys right there. We played together. Driving down fourth down, Jamari Jeffries goes deep. It's dipped, but Quindavia Swain gets it. Touchdown Sylacauga. Insane catch. That sideline standout. Shot again. Ball back to Hayes' hands. Nowhere to go. He calls his own number, and off it goes. Touchdown recorded. Record holder on another tutty. And of course, Piedmont takes the lead. 41-20 Piedmont, the winner in this one over Sylacauga. 1, 2, 3, hit! 4, 5, 6, run! All right. You know who's going to be there? All right. Well, how about high school pep rally at Dora High School right there? I was there this morning. I said you'd see a little bit more of them. What a great morning we had with them. The band was rocking. The football team was rocking. And so were the students. We played a little game, Sheldon. And, of course, I was on the other team. We got smoked, man. We got smoked with this ring right here. We weren't even close to winning, too.
That thing wouldn't fit around me, by the way.
Yes, it would. Thanks to Miss Abner, the principal, for letting us come at such short notice. Dora, as you know, had a great time. Thank you. More coming up on Sideline.
And now, here's your cheerleaders of the week, sponsored by Spire.
We are so grateful for the Paul W. Bryant varsity cheerleading teams. Hey, we've got Captain Kirsten, co-captains Jayla and India, spirit leader Markeisha. The rest are Jamia, Lakia, Kaylee, Zamia, India, Kyla, Arnia, Armani, Caitlin, Jakaria, Madison, Keelan, and Anaya. Thank you, ladies, for participating. They're getting ready for basketball season.
That's a great looking group right there. They're doing a fantastic job. You know, with the final week of the regular season, a lot of teams plan with the schedule of being off. So we've got a lot of teams that are off, getting ready for the playoffs. A lot of teams play on Thursday night to take that extra day of rest as they plan for the postseason. And of course, we had some games tonight.
We've got a few.
But we've got several from yesterday that we've got to show you right now, and that's going to be fun as we set up with a really nice matchup. Hueytown, the runner-up in 6A at Gardendale last night. Two teams that are going to the postseason. Golden Gophers were up 14-0 and their fans were happy. Midway second quarter, Gardendale finally gets going. How about Tyler Nelson hooks up with Carter Jenkins, so it cuts the deficit in half. Momentum on the side of the Rockets. Florida come in. Kelby Collins playing some strong defense with the tackle for a loss. Third quarter, though, Gardendale driving to tie the game up, but Nelson's going to be stripped of the ball right here. Hueytown's Cameron Kennard is Johnny on the spot for the recovery. Golden Gophers in action on O, and running back Jakael Rouser does the rest right here. Hueytown's going to win 35-21 for its sixth win in a row. Both teams hosting first-round playoff games a week from tonight.
How about Vestavia visiting the Helena Huskies? It's a gold out for the Huskies right there. Take a look at all the gold teeth and everything. Vestavia came out fast, hard, and strong. Quarterback John Paul Head was a headhunter. Quarterback keeper gets 32 yards right here for the first down. People just wouldn't be denied. Then running back Harrison Faust. 1 yard touchdown here. Rebs go up 7-0 with a few minutes off the clock. Then next drive, Head to tackle eligible Andrew Sykes. Look at Andrew getting in there a little bit. And then Max Cowboy is happy, or maybe not. I don't know. Then in the second, John Paul Head again for a touchdown in there. Vestavia too much. They win it 44-24. And it's the first year in years Helena did not make the playoffs.
Senior night at Mortimer Jordan against Fultondale. Kadar Amoye playing his final game in a Blue Devils uniform on the gridiron. Visiting Wildcats, Christian Dunlap gets rid of the block and gets the tackle for the loss right there for the Wildcats. Really nice play. But on this night, it's all MJ. Garrett Ames sprints out right, finds a wide open Wirt Prater for the touchdown. 7-0 Blue Devils right there. Even I could have caught that one. Mortimer Jordan keeps a strong play going. Terrence Gaines Jr. streaks in for the TD. 35-0. Blue Devils finish up at 2-8.
Last night, McAdory hosting Calera, and of course, senior night at McAdory as they honor all the seniors. It's 30-3 at the start of the third quarter, Sheldon, for McAdory. Calera, quarterback, Antarius Johnson, and running back Hayden Kala, they kind of get tired up. Callahan get tired up, and of course, McAdory recovers. The Yellow Jackets playing their backups, feeling the pressure of Calera defense. But the band, ladies, enjoying some Journey music to Steve Perry. They're having a good time with that. Calera gets on board here. It's the only points in the second half. Aiden Slayton, nice hard touchdown right there, 10 yards. Melvin, Ty, and Micah enjoying the game as well. McAdory all day in this one, 30-9, the final score.
Oxford and Jacksonville both looking for wins to try to gain a little bit of momentum before the playoffs. More from our Sideline Game of the Week coming up in just a bit.
week, Sideline's Game of the Week is sponsored by Jack's, all about the South.
Well, it's all about getting momentum as we get ready for the playoffs. And tonight for Oxford, it was all about getting right as the Yellow Jackets get ready to take on the #1 seed next week.
Number 58.
Last one, best one for the regular season. Oxford trying to get right before the playoffs. Jacksonville looking to keep it moving, going for its 6th straight win. Damius Wilson snaps off early, first quarter, cuts to the outside, and forget about it. You already know, number 23, clutch plays only. Here's Mason Mims in the clutch, showing that Oxford can get it done through the air too. Amari Carroll, too cool with it. Corner of the end zone, and the Yellow Jackets go up 2 scores. Don't toot that horn just yet. Jacksonville looking to respond, and they do. Kadrick Fisher on the run through the end zone, hauls in the catch, and the Golden Eagles make it a 1-possession game. 'Tis the season for the clown, but you better quit playing with Damius Wilson. A monster run right here. Nobody able to make the tackle. Get off me. Wilson takes it to the house for 6 more, his 2nd on the day. Lean with it, rock with it. Yellow Jackets cruising 24-14 at the break.
We were pretty efficient in run and pass. You know, we kind of hit some big runs, we hit some big throws. You know, they're bringing a lot of pressure and trying to kind of force the issue a little bit. So we just got to show that we can continue to handle that kind of movement in the box and just make routine plays around outside of that.
You want routine? Watch this routine from QB1. Ball to aired out to Fisher. Again! That's his 2nd of the day. But check it. Golden Eagles going for 2. Jim Ogle scrambling. Just like my eggs, over. Easy to Landon Wise. Now just a 3-point game. Makes things interesting for a moment. The Oxford D coming up big. Gets the fumble, and they will hang on to win this thing. Winning ain't easy, but what a win for Coach Adams and his squad.
There's 13 freshmen and sophomores that start for us. And those guys have fought like crazy all year. You know, we've played some really good teams, and we've played really well at times and not so well at other times. But they've done just a really great job of bouncing back over and over and over again. And, you know, the beautiful thing about it, we'll get one more crack at it next Friday against Gardendale, the #1 seed.
It feels good. Just we've been through a lot, like through the whole season, 5-5, but now we're 6-5, going into the playoffs. So it's all right.
Oxford goes on to get the win here tonight, 34-28. Again, they will go against Gardendale, the #1 seed next week for the first round of the playoffs. Jacksonville will see Bibb County, but that will do it for the final week of the regular season and our Sideline Game of the Week. In Oxford, Jake Stansel, WBRC, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Hey, Jake's getting better with that sideline. Hey, welcome back in. Thanks, Jake. And, of course, guys, we are getting ready for the playoffs, Sheldon, last week of it. We still got a few more games before we get to the playoffs, though, we got to tell everybody about.
I think we're just gearing up for the second half of this show right now, so let's keep it rolling.
Let's do it.
We're going to hit the Panthers, shall we? The kids are already making some noise. The Panthers QB, Kobe Humphrey, they're the home team, stays in the pocket, takes the hit, and delivers a strike to Clayton Godsey, and the cheerleaders hyped about that. Brookwood gives the ball back to the Wildcats, and they take advantage. Look at this run by Kevin Riley all the way to the end zone. It's a sideline standout.
Nice move.
Nice cut.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he doesn't get in.
Oh,
He gets
no.
inside the 10. Oh, my goodness. We gave him a sideline standout.
Hey, that's all right.
All right, the Brookwood defense, other plans with the fumble recovery, and let me just tell you right now, the Panthers hanging tough, but Tuscaloosa County would prevail. 20-14, they finish out the year 6-4.
Couple of teams who struggled all season long, Fayetteville at Holy Spirit, and Holy Spirit entertained Fayetteville. Holy Spirit restarted its football program this season for the first time in a few years. The Catholic team had 1-8 record, while Fayetteville came to town with a 2-7 record. Early in the game, Fayetteville led 7-zip and very close extended the lead by another touchdown. But just as they get close to the goal line, one penalty after another pushed them back close to midfield. Fayetteville eventually broke away, and it's now 20-0. Of course, now the final score, Fayetteville 41, Holy Spirit 14.
All right, Jay, we're going to go out to East Alabama. Donahoe Falcons welcoming Cedar Bluff to the friendly confines, and the visiting Tigers, man, they look good. Scoring on this play, Cedar Bluff's going to win at 34-zip, but it's Donahoe that already had secured a postseason spot, 34-0 Cedar Bluff.
And now, your Sideline Band of the Week, sponsored by Avinia Clinic.
Oh, you know know that song.
Oh, definitely.
That's the sound of the Southeastern High School Marching Mustang Band. The band director is Colton Strait. 80 members make up this band, with 50 of those students being 7th or 8th graders, so they're a young bunch, but they sound solid. The halftime show is called Loving You. Songs being performed: Signed, Sealed, Delivered, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which we're listening to, and a power ballad of Can't Help Falling in Love. That's Elvis's tune. This is the first year the Marching Mustangs have gone to competition, already recording 2 top 3 finishes. Let's take a listen to our band of the week, the Southeastern Marching Mustang Band.
Sideline Drive of the Week is sponsored by your Community Health Mart Pharmacy.
All right, we're going to start on Red Mountain and then go up I-22 all the way to Nauvoo. It's an hour and 8-minute drive, 71 miles. We're going to Lynn High School. Woo-hoo! That's what I'm talking about. We got to fill up the car, by the way, Jay.
Twice.
Yeah, Hubbardville Lions visiting Lynn, and let me tell you something. The Bears quarterback Cole Brand makes a pass, but Kobe McCarley from the Lions of Hubbardville intercepts the ball, leading to a turnover right there. And then, nice grab indeed. Cole Brand throws a touchdown pass to Crimson Adamson successfully. That's nicely done. You gotta love the cheer team right there. Cole Brand again from Lynn, undecisive till he throws the ball to the end zone. And let me tell you something, it's Adamson again, touchdown. Let me just tell you something, Lynn is a very good team. They're gonna improve to 9-1 as Lynn knocks off Hubbardville 44-14.
How about a battle of 2 schools in? Welcome back in, everybody. How about
We're ready
that?
to go.
I know we are ready. You know, it's late. We're getting ready to go. But how about a battle, Etowah, a battle of Etowah counties, I might say. Etowah Blue Devils at Southside Gadsden. And I got to tell you, it's going to be a good one. Barney Hood Stadium is where we go. The crowd is pumped up, ready to go. Take a look. 14-14 in the second quarter, and Southside's Brooks Naismith hits Jordan Bryan for a 60-yard strike, giving a sideline standout. PAT no good, 2014. Student section hyped in their worker uniform, but then next possession, Blue Devils, Trace Thompson to Brady Carver, 15 yards. Etowah goes up 21-20 at that point. And then Southside talking things over. Will they talk it over? They turn it over. Keelan Smith picks it off for the 20-yard return for Etowah. Give it a sideline standout. You love to give defensive sideline standout. Next play, Trace Thompson hits Jamison Sissop for 15 yards. He's wide open. Etowah wins it 42-26. They will be good.
Might as well just stay in Etowah County, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Westbrook
Might as well.
and White Plains, they're being very cordial with the sportsmanship act right there. Westbrook opens the drive of the game with the old student body right. Carmichael Catling takes it 22 yards. First down for the Warriors. And who else is going to finish the drive but Carmichael Catling, 26 yards. I'm calling it a sideline standout. Yeah, he gets into the end zone, 7-0 Westbrook at that point, and I'd be dancing too after that. White Plains responds. Montez Burns going to spin his way. This is going to be a sideline stand. I'm very generous because of the effort.
Look at that.
He stays on his feet, gets to the pay dirt, 7-7 game at that way, and Westbrook just, hey, let's run this play right here. A quarterback sneak from the 4-yard line. Yeah, Mason Coley, touchdown. Westbrook's going to win 47-27.
All right, it is now time for a little something we call a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, we're going to do that because we didn't have triple option tonight. We gave those people a little time off. So let's get it rolling, Rob, and show everybody what we have. Better late than never at Oak Grove, right? The Tigers cut the ribbon on its new turf field, taking on Carbon Hill. First true home game for Oak Grove, and they get the W. It feels good against Carbon Hill as Tigers QB Riley Harmon finds Colin Pate. He does the rest, 37-yard score. Oak Grove wins 47-18.
It's been a tough season at Spain Park, but a chance to finish off the season for the solid first year for Coach Tim Vakakis. Taking on Pelham, team already thinking postseason. The Jaguars, Brock Bradley, nice throw to Jonathan Bibbs. Spain Park wins it 35-14 over the Panthers to get their 4th win of the season.
Hey, and how about Mountain Brook traveling down to the Mobile area, taking on Baker? No worries for the Spartans. They rebound from last week's tough loss. Cole Gambling smashes his way into the end zone. Mountain Brook onto the postseason, 41-7.
How about Geraldine at Crossville? Take a look at Carlos Mann. In the Wildcats, he will not be denied. Touchdown for him as he goes in for Geraldine. Geraldine beat Crossville 42-13.
That guy says it better than I do.
I know,
Fan
right?
of the week is anyone that gives a shout out to Sideline at games. That's a good indication that person or group knows the show, watches, and is worthy to be called the Sideline Fan of the Week. So thank you, and keep calling us out.
And as we go to break, take a look at the scores from tonight and last night's action.
And now, here's your MVP of the week, sponsored by Andrew Sports Medicine.
Our sideline MVP is none other than Vestavia's junior quarterback, John Paul Head, who had a heck of a game last Friday night. And John Paul, man, how did you feel about completing almost 70% of your passes, man?
Felt great. Came a long way over the year. I finally hit my stride towards the end of the regular season, though, so that was awesome.
Typically runners at Vestavia. Now you're just passing the ball all over the place. How did that change feel?
I mean, just feels more like a modern offense, you know. You said it. Past 40 years, all we've done is run it, but it's awesome. It's a lot more fun.
What do you like about this new offense? The fact that you get to pass more?
Oh, yeah, of course. I love being the field general. You know, I feel like I'm in control of the offense, and I love that. But of course, throwing the football, it's a lot of fun.
What do you like to do off the field?
I mean, I also play baseball, so I love that. That's for sure. We had a good year last year, but I mean, it's basically football and baseball. A lot of it correlates. You know, I can make with the baseball, you know, sidearm throws and stuff like that. I can make different passes in football, and it helps a lot.
John Paul Head, congratulations, brother. You are our sideline MVP. Keep rocking, brother, in football and baseball. I appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Great interview by John Paul, and you get one of these right here, John Paul Head. Appreciate you, man, for coming, man. That's a nice helmet right there. Thanks to Shut
exactly.
for doing that.
Without a doubt. Let's go ahead and quickly get to the sideline social. And how about this? Hamilton High School sends us this picture of Aggie superfan Greg Boyette being honored by the city at tonight's game. Also out there for the coin toss. Fun stuff, I'm sure. And I love this one from Brandy Byers having some Halloween fun in her sideline attire. Happy Halloween to everybody. Jay, that's just a cool social post right there.
Yes, it is. Brandy, thank you for that picture. I'll tell you, I had to show it. I was like, she showed it. I was like, this is awesome. So Brandy's been working here for 27 years.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
And she finally gets a sideline shout out.
She finally gets it. All right. Thanks you. Hey, and thanks to all of you for watching. For those of you in town for the Magic City Classic, be safe, have a good time, and we're going to leave you with the Paul Bryant cheerleaders. Take care.
Saturday, right?
I knew it's this Saturday. Yeah. We'll see you.